Hi, it's Laurin Seiden from New Development. I know I speak to you a lot about dealing with stress, getting out of stress. Some of you may have my book on stress, and I found myself this morning honestly getting a little bit overwhelmed and feeling like tightening and tension and a little bit stressed. I've been out of town for a long time and getting back to everything, and then I thought I sent all these emails last night and it turned out my email's down and I don't know what's wrong with it. And I have all these things to do today, and obviously there's never enough time, right? Sometimes we can always get into that where we just start thinking about what's not working and where we're stuck and what we need to be doing and feeling like we're just in complete overwhelm. We don't know even where to start. And so I found myself getting into that a little bit this morning. And then I decided I need to use my tools. I need to remember what's really important. I need to chunk this stuff out. I need to get it down to a few categories. And I need to, what are the must today? One is like getting my email up and running, right? And if it takes an extra few hours to get an email sent, it's not the end of the world. So I just needed to pause, take some deep breaths, get into some gratitude. I went outside. I just was in the sun. I happen to be in Los Angeles. It's absolutely beautiful out. And I'm taking the slow route actually to one of my appointments right now so I could drive down a beautiful street instead of taking the highway. And little things that you can do for yourself throughout the day, even if you happen to be having a super stressed out day or it's really, really busy and you have a lot to do, there's always enough time to focus on breath, gratitude, what's important, and remembering to chunk. So these are things that you can find some exercises on. I have plenty of them on my blogs, my book, but I just wanted to remind you, especially since it's something I'm just dealing with today, that it's the most important thing. Taking care of ourselves, rejuvenating our health, a lot of times, especially when you're traveling, without putting thought and planning into it, it can be really easy to just like grab whatever's at the airport or just eat badly when you first get home because you haven't had time to go to the store yet or because you're just running around and rushing trying to get things done. And actually that's the most important time, especially when we get off a plane, especially when we've been taxing our system, to really, really rejuvenate. So I'm definitely going to my yoga class this afternoon. I took time for my infrared sauna this morning. I made my smoothie. It's like anything that you can do, those little extras, making sure that you are staying extra hydrated, sipping throughout the day, making sure that you take time, you can write it out, or maybe you already have your code of conduct and what's important to you and all your I am and identity statements. Maybe you have those listed and maybe you don't, and maybe it's a good time to start thinking about now, what do I want to create? Who do I really want to focus on being every day? Not just getting caught up, what do I need to do every day, but how do I want to execute? What state, what place, what emotions do I want to be feeling when I'm actually getting these emails written, when I'm getting this work done, when I'm working on my new product? How do I want to feel doing all of that versus just getting it done? Because sometimes we think we're super productive just staying in busy mode, but actually we're a lot less effective and we don't really keep that outcome in mind. So we're not really serving ourselves and the people in our lives that we really, really care about at our best, at our fullest, when we are just stuck in that mode. So anyway, just wanted to remind you of all of that today. Hope you have an awesome day, and thanks for listening.